but I actually didn't. I want to read to you some of the verbiage in the Washington Post editorial demanding that the Republican Party do a brokered convention to stop Trump. This is hysteria. No, Mr. Trump must be stopped because he presents a real threat to American democracy. Okay, now, I don't care what you think of Trump. I mean, even those of you who hate the guy and oppose him for whatever reason, is this actually true? How does Trump... Maybe I should throw it open to callers. Maybe there's some people that think that. Teachable moment for me. Trump must be stopped because he represents and presents, not just represents, but he presents a threat to American democracy. The next sentence is, Mr. Trump resembles other strong men throughout history who have achieved power by manipulating democratic processes. Their playbook includes a casual embrace of violence, a willingness to wield government powers against personal enemies, contempt for a free press, demonization of anybody who is not white and Christian, intimations of dark conspiracies, and the propagation of sweeping, ugly lies. Mr. Trump has championed torture and the murder of innocent relatives of suspected terrorists. He has flirted with the Ku Klux Klan and other white supremacists. He has libeled and stereotyped wide swaths of humanity, including Mexicans and Muslims. He considers himself exempt from the norms of democratic contests, such as the release of tax returns, policy papers, lists of advisors, and other information that voters have a right to expect. Flirted with the Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan. The whole story of the Ku Klux Klan is a very teachable moment in how a particular political party has been successfully able to whitewash every bit of association it had with the Klan. The Democrat Party and the Ku Klux Klan were one and the same. The Democrat Party and the Ku Klux Klan were allies. The Ku Klux Klan was the militarized wing of the Democrat Party. Way, way back, all the way through the 1950s and 60s. The Klan was made up of Democrats. Southern governors and others did the work of the Klan. The Republican Party had nothing to do with the Klan. In fact, an actual member of the Ku Klux Klan was elected to the Senate as a Democrat. If anybody's been flirting with the Ku Klux Klan, it's the Democrat Party of years and years ago. And the success they've had in whitewashing that relationship is one of the major success stories of American political politics. The whitewashing and then the shifting of the relationship of the Klan from the Democrat Party to the Republican Party. But anyway, how about the rest of this? Some of this stuff that the Post writes, you could easily attach to Obama. A willingness to wield government powers against personal enemies. Hello, IRS and Tea Party. I mean, Obama's actually done it. Trump has done none of this. He hasn't been elected yet. Contempt for a free press. How many stories have we had from drive-by media people talking about how this is the most closed administration they've ever dealt with, the most discriminatory administration they've ever dealt with? There are countless such stories. What is this demonization of anybody who's not white and Christian? The New York Times recently sent a reporter to Trump's campaign office in Tampa expecting to find a bunch of Mussolini devotees and Klan members working in there. They really did. They were shocked and they were stunned. They found very few white people. It was all Hispanics, African Americans, and other minorities. And they were happy and they were supporting Trump. And the New York Times was bamboozled and flabbergasted. Anyway, it's the classic, it's right out of the playbook, how to demonize whichever Republican frontrunner happens to be the guy. That's what they did to Romney. It's what they did to George W. Bush. It's the same thing. Threat to American democracy. No, Trump poses a threat to the existing political class and its exclusionary existence. That's what the great fear is. But here's the real reason for this. If you turn to the next page, there are some Americans, Democrats in particular, who are happy to watch the Republican Party self-destruct with Mr. Trump at the helm. We here at the Washington Post cannot share in that equanimity. For one thing, though Hillary Clinton, a likely Democrat nominee, would be heavily favored, a Trump defeat is far from certain. For another, the country needs two healthy parties and ideally a contest of ideas. That's what this is really about. In the deep, dark crevices of their minds, they are scared to death that Donald Trump can beat Hillary. That's what this is about.